Chapter 63:49. Charlie was initially satisfied with Steve's attitude. In theory, Steve had taken advantage of him. After all, he had given him some blood-dispersing heart-saving pills last time. If we follow the logic of fishing, Charlie had definitely hit him hard. So he said to Steve, "Steve, I have seen your determination to build Aurus Hill. Next, we have to see your actual actions. Since you have done a lot of homework, you should know that now is the critical moment to test you." Steve subconsciously straightened his spine, and his right hand was about to hit his temple involuntarily. His subconscious told him that he should immediately straighten his back and salute, and then tell Charlie to rest assured that he would not disappoint his expectations. But thinking that the cultural differences were too great, he put his hand back with half raised, and then quickly said to Charlie, "Mr. Wade, please rest assured, I will do my best to do my best." "Well," Charlie nodded slightly and said, "you should accompany your father to visit. And we will meet again when you arrive in China." "Okay," Steve said quickly, "then we will meet again when we arrive in China. Mr. Wade, Mr. N, Inspector Lee, Miss Lin. I'll take my leave first. I will visit you again when I arrive in Aurus Hill." Several people said goodbye to Steve politely and watched Steve leave timidly. After he walked out of the banquet hall, Marcus smiled and said, "I have met Steve Rothschild many times. Every time he was arrogant and high-handed. It's the first time he is so humble like today." Charlie smiled and said, "Once you ask for help from others, you will naturally lose your confidence." After that, Charlie said, "By the way, Uncle, regarding when the RE model can be completely handed over and customized calculations can be carried out, did the technicians give an accurate time node?" "The day after tomorrow." Marcus said, "They will complete all the handover work before 6 p.m. the day after tomorrow, Nordic time." "Okay." Charlie nodded and said, "Then tomorrow you and Inspector Lee will follow up on the handover progress. I'll take Kathy out. She used to live here and wants to go out and have a look." Marcus said without hesitation, "Okay, you guys do your own things. Don't worry about the data center. Inspector Lee and I will follow up." The next morning, when the sky was still dark, Charlie drove a Land Rover SUV provided by Helena and drove Maria to Bergen, the second largest city in the country. The farm where Maria lived was located there. The distance from Oslo to Bergen is about 400 kilometers. But Maria's farm is in the suburbs of Bergen, so it is much closer to Oslo, about 300 kilometers away. And it takes about 4 hours to drive. Because the nights are long and the days are short, it is just right to use the dark time to travel. The two drove out of the palace. Maria, who was in the passenger seat, looked at her phone and said, "By the way, Master, the airline that was sold by the Warriors Den applied for a new route that takes off at dawn yesterday." Charlie asked her, "What new route? From where to where?" Maria said, "From Frankfurt to South Africa. A total of more than 8,000 kilometers." Charlie frowned.